Hi there, we are going to go to Lewistown, Pennsylvania. This time, last time I was in the store, I started in the hard goods in the toy section. This time I took a left and checked out their purses. And they had a lot of Vera Bradley purses. I like the style of this one. I think I used to have this style of purse. And I was looking for sack roots purses or wallets because I really like the style of sack roots. This was a Union Bay. It kind of reminded me of sack roots. Um, I think I ended up at another Goodwill. I did actually find a sack roots wallet, but it didn't have a strap, so I did not get it. There were some purses here that looked old, and I couldn't tell if they were made to look old. I think this one was actually, was this one the one that was vintage? There were some that had that vintage look, like I think this one is vintage. But then there were a few that I opened up and I was like, you were made to look old. So I have sold purses in the past. They're easy to ship. This was a nice price, $3.99. But I don't know. I just wasn't feeling like buying purses today. This one I think was more contemporary because you could see it had the tag on it. That was a big giveaway. I am modern. I do like to sell the old purses that are made in, let's see, the beaded ones. Those are fun. Sequin ones. Whiting and Davis purses are fun because then you don't really have to worry about them being fakes. So moving on, they have kind of a fancy area next to the purses. There was this very neat platter, wall plaque. But I decided to leave it there. It was neat, but it was very long and large and kind of scary to ship. And then I thought that these might be pottery, but to me they looked more like hobbyist pieces, not someone made the pottery and then decorated. Reminded me a little bit of Encanto. I love that movie, highly recommend it. Jenny and I are slowly memorizing all of the songs. Let's see what else I find. There's a couple things here that I liked in this area. These little juice glasses were cute. And up top, the blue glass was pretty. And then I went around and I saw it. I was so excited. I was like, look, Anthropologie, $4.99. And then I saw it. There's a chip to the flower, a chip to the chrysanthemum right there. Ah, I was so disappointed that it had an obvious chip on it. That I have sold that in the past. I remember it was $7 at Goodwill and I was thinking, oh my gosh, it's so much money. And then I sold it for some really good money. And here it was, cheaper but chipped. Oh well. So I continued to look to see if there was anything else that I could find. They had some neat things. They had some shell art, some seagulls. They had a little end cap of a beach themed scene. This is the Goodwill where everyone told me that I missed the fire and light. So I thought maybe it's still here, but it wasn't. So somebody else found a fire and light paperweight. But now I know that fire and light comes in paperweights, heart-shaped. I didn't know that. And it's usually, it was not usually, but they were signed on the side, not on the bottom. So keep that in mind, and I'm going to keep it in mind, and maybe I'll find some more here at this Goodwill. This was a pretty vintage amber glass candy bowl, but I decided to leave that there. The shelves here were really, really full. One of the employees was in the blue section and she was clearing out the blue section. And even after clearing it out, the shelves were still really full. I like to check out the things in bags because you never know what they will group together in a bag. I found this plate to be very interesting. I thought the design looked obviously very vintage. And then the back of it was called Bucks County, and we have a Bucks County around here. So I thought that was a very interesting plate. It probably would have been a wall decor piece, I would guess. I liked it. And then here was some more amber glass. But I did not pick up those pieces. I like blue. I like finding the blue vintage glass. Then I spied this. This was a very, well, it's out of focus. There we go. A very, very large lacquer box from India, and it has a tree on it. It wasn't until I got it home that I was looking at the design that it was a tree. And then look, I won. I won right there. I only win one time at this Goodwill, but hey, a win's a win, right? That's what counts. Here's some vintage wall art. Last time I was here, I found the bunnies that spell out love and the sleeping bears. I don't know why I'm getting so close. Oh, because I was reaching in the back to find something that I didn't want to show you. I don't know. That's a terrible, terrible job. I'm not showing you what I was looking at. This piece was obviously vintage, but there was only one and it had a lot of wear to it. And then I found this little guy, and this reminds me of 10,000 Villages. It's probably Peru or South American. It has a little bit of chipping in the back, but I thought that was adorable and that the wings weren't chipped off, because usually the wings are chipped off. I thought this was a pretty jewelry box with a little jade piece, probably faux jade, but that was $10. And it was made in China, more contemporary piece. I don't know if I find anything else here in the red section. There were some pottery mugs and some chickens. But they had some chipping to the paint, so I left those on the shelf. And then here we are in the blue section. These plates were very nice. I wanted to see who made them, but it was a mystery. They were not marked. And when I saw this artwork out of the corner of my eye, at first I thought it was vintage embroidery, and it was not. It was a painting. And then I really liked the design on this, and then it said Mud Pie, and I recognized that brand. And there it says again, Mud Pie. But this bowl, even though it was in very good shape, it was very large, too large for me to feel comfortable shipping. So I left that there, and I thought this was a cute little spoon rest. But for some reason, because of the wear on the corners, I left that there as well. I know some things can be overlooked, but try to find things that aren't too terribly worn and chipped. This mom mug was very small, and as a mom, I would rather have a large mug to drink more coffee, more chocolate milk out of. But for some reason, that was kind of on the small side. Maybe it was for special drinks. This is a cute little Asian doll. I would guess, I would think it's Korean based on the dress that she is wearing. I might be wrong. And then I thought this might be some Taylor Smith Taylor china. It had kind of that look to it, but it was not marked. And if it was marked, it was underneath the price tag. And there was just the one cup and saucer. So I did leave that there. And here was some Lenox that was made in China, I believed. Let's see. Yes, that was made in China, and it was $10. So I did leave that back on the shelf for somebody else to buy. And then there were these towels that were made in Germany. So maybe they're car towels to wipe your car with. That's what it looked like. Chamois, that's what they reminded me of. And then I spied this, and I love picking up wooden plates. Has that rose malling, if I am pronouncing that word correctly, the Norwegian style of painting flowers. So I always pick those plates up whenever I find them. And that was a smaller size plate, so I thought that was a nice one. Here was a bird that I think was missing something. It looked, I don't know, it just looked like it was missing something, but I could be wrong. And this was plastic. That brown thing was plastic. There's a cute little puppy dog. I thought that was cute, but there was cracking on the handle, unfortunately. So I did leave that there. Owls are popular nowadays, so I always check out anything that has an owl on it. And I almost got this, but I decided not to. It felt like soapstone to me, had that soapy feel to it. And then I found this very tiny vegetable basket. It would be for like one vegetable. And it does say vegetable on it. It doesn't say vegetables, probably because the basket is so tiny. And then this is a flower frog. Some people, I've picked these up. This is Smith and Hawken. Some people have said to me in the past, oh, that's a toothbrush holder. But in my mind, this is a flower frog. or it could be a toothbrush holder for a very large family. You never know. Then there was a whole bunch of Homeco vintage teddy bear figurines. And while these don't sell for huge amounts of money, I did look through them to see if there were any holiday ones. And I thought someone might want to decorate their mantle or a table or put them in Easter baskets. So I did find one that was Easter oriented, and then I found one bag that I liked that was Thanksgiving. And so it has 3, I think it's that bag there, it has 3 little Indian bears and then one girl pilgrim style bear. And so I thought that was sweet because Thanksgiving kind of gets looked over. You know, we go from Halloween to Christmas, and Thanksgiving is just kind of a blip on our calendar. So I decided to take the Thanksgiving ones, and then I think I will show you here soon. I find the little Easter ones. It's a mom and dad and a little baby. And in my research, it would have had another little child bear, but it didn't in this set. And I think the set of 3, I like families of 3. I have a family of 3 people. There it is. And as you can see coming up, there was a lot of bears. And it was nice how this Goodwill, I was hoping that there were some Halloween bears, but there were not. It was really nice how this Goodwill had grouped them together in bags. And the bags, I believe, were $1.99 or $2.99, I think, depending on how many items they put in a bag. And I thought that was nice because it seems like they kind of are raising their prices a little bit where I live, and they're pricing things usually that would be 99 cents or $1.99 now, and they're pricing things separately instead of grouping them together. So here, this bag was $4, but you got a whole bunch of bears playing instruments. And here were some Christmas ones. They were singing choir ones, but I was looking more for, dressed up like Santa Claus. So those were the bears, a very large collection. And now we are moving on. Here were some more pottery mugs, a whole bunch of them. I thought they were very nice, had a nice style to them. You really have to get down on the shelves and look in the back because you might miss something. I thought these were neat. This Fire King Peach Lusterware creamer and sugar bowl were in excellent shape. The bottoms looked brand new, and there was other pieces of the peach lusterware that were also in really good condition, but I decided to leave those there. I have quite a few creamer and sugar bowls in my store already, so I left those there for somebody else. There was this really neat piece that was painted on wood. It was like a wood form. I thought that was a neat piece of artwork. We are going to finish up our trip to Goodwill in the toy section. I had this dolly when I was a little girl, except for my dolly's hands were all chewed up because for some reason I chewed on the poor dolly's hands. I don't know why. I just did. Here is everything that I picked up on this trip to Goodwill. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for your support of my channel, for subscribing, for hitting the thumbs up. It blows me away the wonderful comments that I get and the support that I have been shown by all of you. I truly, truly appreciate it. And now I think it's time to go for a trike ride.